So she amazes me every time and again. Fantastic.
Oh my God! Really? You understand my language?
Yeah,
Good. Thanks, God.
How do we put these cracks in the wall? How can you overcome this hatred and fear? We do a lot of activities. I'll try to be brief so you will have time for questions, but we do projects of many kinds in order to get to the people and talk to the people. We believe that you must talk to the people and not to the leaders, and that the failure in the peace process came because people were not involved in the process. So we do demonstrations, we do activities like we open a telephone line in order to create communication between Israelis and Palestinians. There is a new project now called Crack in the Wall, which is designed to use the new technologies of Facebook and the internet, again, in order to create communication between Israelis and Palestinians. One time we made a demonstration after they have dropped 1-ton bomb over a house in Gaza in order to kill one terrorist, killing 14 innocent people. We invited our brothers and sisters to come here to Jerusalem, to the hospital, to donate blood for the Israeli wounded. And we ourselves, we sneaked behind the lines to Ramallah hospital where we donated our blood for the Palestinian wounded. When the number of dead reached 1,200, we sent a delegation to the United States of bereaved mothers and fathers, and we put in front of the UN building in New York 1,200 coffins covered with Israeli and Palestinian flags to show this indifferent world the meaning of these horrible numbers. There is special activities like the women group, which is very emotional, very powerful in creating some kind of message. I think the most important activities of them all is lectures at high schools. Each year we give more than 1,000 lectures in Israeli and Palestinian high schools. And this is something to be quite proud of, because it's not obvious. When me and Siham and others are going into an Israeli or a Palestinian classroom, for most of these kids it's the first time in their life they even see a Palestinian or an Israeli without horns, without a tail, as human beings, and we call each other brother and sister, and we are not putting our pain on the table, trying to compare whose pain is bigger, who started, who's to blame. For most of these kids, after so many years of demonizing the other side, it's an earthquake, and this is something very powerful, and this is something that we are especially proud of.
Yeah, about the woman group, actually working with the woman group, it doesn't mean that I'm not sharing with other activities. We are doing everything together. So about the woman group, we are like 120 women from the both sides. Before anything, the first step is breaking the ice between the women from the both sides, and it's so sensitive because what we have is mothers, sisters, daughters with a broken heart. So we have to be gentle. We have to be
sensitive.
Yes, we have to be careful. So the first step is to give them a chance to sit together and start open this kind of dialogue between each other. And they start, of course, blaming each other. They start throw stones. So there is nothing forbidden. You have to be clear. You have to be honest. Because I believe that our organization, it's unique. It's not like any NGOs. It's like a real family. it's not a show what we are doing. We are working with this kind of people. We are the most important people in the earth, the one who's paid a lot, the one who's injured from inside. So after that we start make a lot of activities. One of them is we make, for example, a big exhibition in the middle of Tel Aviv. Women from Palestine with women from Israel, and the women from Palestine refuse to go to the hotels. They insist to accept the invitation which came from the Israeli woman to sit with them in their own houses. So this exhibition gives them a chance to make a circle of dialogue, or to sell their own stuff. For example, the Palestinians bring the embroidery, the handmade, and they sell it in the middle of Tel Aviv, which it's for them it's a dream. A lot of people who came with their mothers, it's the first time face to face in the sea, and you can't imagine. They start behave like crazy when they met the sea for the first
little
time.
girls.
So before 2 days we make another project, and I love this project. I love it because the idea is to bring the stuff from the one who's killed, and you will make a paper by your hand. After you put something belong to him, for example, picture, document, something belong to him in the paper which we made it, for example, from his clothes or. So it was amazing. I wish everyone can see their eyes, the woman eyes, after they release some of their pain inside these papers. And a lot of women mentioned that they prefer to release these things after a few years working with a parent circle, with a woman group. So they decide we will not keep the stuff and crying. We want to release the souls, which means we succeed. And what I like in the woman group is the summer camps that we made to the youth. It's give a chance to the youth to sit together, to explain to each other that what kind of life they have. It's not comparing, no. It's understanding.
Sharing.
Yes. If I share you what kind of life I have, you understand me well, and I will not fight a shadow anymore. You understand that you are, if you want to fight, you are fighting a human being, which maybe stopped you for a while to think twice before you fighting me. Maybe I forget, of course I forget a lot of things, but because I'm so exhausted, and this is what I have now. If you want to know more, you can visit our website, which Rami, of course.
I will leave you with the present, so you will never forget us. This is, by the way, this is Siham brother, the picture of him and myself. This disc has the web address of the parent circle. You can get into it. This disc has movies about our activities and articles and lectures and maps of the conflict and everything. This disc hasn't got only one thing. It hasn't got copyright. You can duplicate it as many times as you like, spread it around. This is the truth. Please.